Hey guys, how you doing? This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and today I'm talking to you about TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness. And I haven't looked at TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness for a little bit with our community because it's been in consolidation. You can clearly see it's in consolidation right here. Let's take a look at it. You can clearly see it's in consolidation by looking at this right here. Let's move this. Nice if we can move this. So you can see that this chart here is definitely consolidating. And if we zoom in, you can see how it's starting to trade sideways. So that's a sign of consolidation. Let's go to Webull for a second. I'm going to go to Webull and we're going to look at TAAT right now. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Hope you had a good day. So that's a sign of consolidation. Hope you are winning big in the markets. When you trade, you always want to have a plan. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. So when you trade, you got to have a plan. You always got to have a plan. So when we look at TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness, we're looking at a company here that has been, at 275 has been a huge winner, right? Huge winner. And why is this not wanting to work for me today? Let's do this again. It's been a huge winner, and it's gone from 41 cents to now where it's at $2.75. So a lot of people would consider that massive success. I would consider that massive success. Now, what I want to do is I want to go through some of the news because I haven't really gone through the news for the community. And since I haven't gone through the news, we've been seeing that this actually been consolidating down, right? So we started at 41 cents, been as high as 441. It's been retracing, and now we're getting consolidation, right? And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by consolidation. We're going to mark up these charts here. See how it's trading sideways? Once something starts trading sideways, that is what we call consolidation. And typically, before something explodes, it trades sideways. That's what we would call we would consider a perfect consolidation right there. So that's a perfect consolidation. And typically, like an elastic band, you're going to see that an asset is going to consolidate before it explodes, or it's going to consolidate before it expands, or it's going to consolidate before it goes up or down. That's typically what it's going to do. You can see it's done it before. It did it right here. This zone right here. You can see how it traded sideways for a bit, like a sideways consolidation, and then explosion up. Somewhat of a consolidation here for a bit, and then down. And now we're getting a good amount of sideways consolidation here, which to me means it's getting ready for its next leg up. See that tight consolidation? This tight zone is where it's trading right now. 310 down to 274, 275. This is the range where it's been trading for the last 10 days, 10 days or so. Well, 7 days. From the last 7 days, for the last week, we've been trading between 275 and 310. So if you're looking at what is the bottom, you're looking at it where it's at right now, essentially, right around 275 zone is right around the bottom. Maybe it's going to go as low as 261. So if you're trying to identify the bottom and you're trying to get the best entry point, 261 is probably looking pretty good right now based on the way it's been trading. So whenever you're trading, you're trying to identify a pattern. You're trying to identify a trend, okay? Now, when we're looking at the news, this was news that was on Stockwatch. Head of the pack, big money invests in a big idea. So look at that chart, right? So obviously, huge success. Few companies have seen a run in the autumn of 2020 as good as TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness, especially when you look at its share performance compared to so many other businesses who are still working to dig themselves out of the epic global cratering sustained in March. The cause of the recent jump in activity, it can be mainly attributed to major news coming from the company that has essentially established it as a global cigarette brand offering a key service in an 800 billion market. A veritable heavyweight in the financial sector is having and investing in the company's smoking alternative cessation product. TAAT recently developed an analog to tobacco cigarettes, a solution for anyone looking to reduce or quit their cigarette consumption. It is called TAAT, and it's nicotine-free and tobacco-free. Base material is Beyond Tobacco trademark. Take a look at the packs. We got original, we got smooth, and menthol. So let's just talk about TAAT. TAAT explained. Engineered to mimic the many sensory and motor elements associated with the experience of smoking a tobacco cigarette. TAAT, through its patent pending refinement process, produces a combustible product that boasts elements such as tobacco-like scent and taste, an enhanced volume of smoke, and even an audible crackling as it burns. TAAT is offered in original, smooth, and menthol varieties, as we see here. So, love to know what you guys think about TAAT. Love to know your opinion on this. Everybody has an opinion. A lot of people have been talking about TAAT. I wanted to go through the news myself and break it down. The importance of tobacco control in China was highlighted by the World Health Organization, the WHO, in light of the added risk and complications that smokers may suffer from the COVID-19 virus. The WHO released data from September 2020, which indicated that the total economic cost of smoking in China rose by 1,000% between 2000 and 2014, which places an enormous burden on the public health system. Even the production of tobacco has been known to have an adverse and long-term effect on the environment. Take a look at the warehouse. Compare this to TAAT, which does not require any tobacco. It offers the potential to lessen the effects of tobacco production, another angle of possible economic impact, in addition to the PR consumer level utility of the product itself. Private placement. In mid-October 2020, which just passing, TAAT closed a private placement of $6.7 million, personally led by the co-founder of well-established venture capital group Horizons Ventures. Ms. Debbie Chang, this financing will help fund and accelerate the launch of TAAT. It's tobacco-free and nicotine-free combustible analogs to cigarettes. In the United States this year, Horizon Ventures management includes Hong Kong billionaire ka-shing. There it is, folks. There it is. A mention of ka-shing. Was I not the first to ever mention TAAT and ka-shing? I'm pretty sure I was. Well, guess what? I'm not the only one mentioning it now, am I? So now, here we are, and Stockhouse is mentioning Horizon Ventures, whose management includes Hong Kong billionaire ka-shing, one of the 30 richest men in the world and a majority owner of Husky Energy, TSX HSE, one of Canada's largest integrated energy companies. Wow. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So you got one of the 30 richest guys in the world investing directly into this company. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I broke that news and just been watching TAAT consolidate ever since, bouncing between this, let's just say the 260 zone up to the 310 zone. This is like the zone where it's trading. So if you're trading this and you want to just day trade it or you want to invest in it, you're trying to get the lowest possible price, all you got to do is mark it up and look and watch it and say, okay, where's the bottom? Will it go back down to where it did 11 days ago to 250? Will it go to 240? Will it go back up to where it was 15 days ago, 441? Because now that it's consolidating, the elastic band, that pullback, that consolidation, at some point here is going to get ready to either take off up or down. And when you're trading, you're trying to identify a pattern. Clearly, the pattern is this has been going up, consolidating now, coming back, retracing. And obviously, everybody is waiting for revenue, obviously. So as the revenue comes in, that will be the next catalyst. And who knows what other catalyst could potentially be coming as well. There could be many other catalysts coming as well. So there's lots to look forward to here with this company, and it's just a company that's just getting started. Now, speaking on that, and obviously this is all the news that's coming out, the leadership team behind TAAT believes that this placement will further encourage its own principal business objectives to commercialize TAAT as a novel alternative to tobacco cigarettes. The company recently released a video statement from TAAT Chief Executive Officer Seti Coscarella on this issue. Former lead strategist at cigarette company Philip Morris International, CEO Coscarella commented on the significance of major financing the company received earlier this month, which will play a significant role in its immediate and near-term business objectives. With the funds raised from financing, the company intends to expand its currently planned initiatives for launching TAAT in its initial target market of Ohio. The company also intends to further its research and development of both TAAT and the Beyond Tobacco trademark-based material, as well as examine possible expansion into additional markets in the United States. TAAT Chief Executive Officer Seti Coscarella commented, and I'm a big fan of Seti. He's done a great job since he started. It is with pleasure that I announce the escrowed closing of the placement with TAAT. With our experience-driven analog to tobacco cigarettes that contains no tobacco or nicotine, our objective is to provide a choice for current tobacco smokers of legal age to leave nicotine behind. In doing so, we seek to create meaningful social, economic, and humanitarian impact by helping to alleviate the effects of tobacco use and production. Ohio-based Otcqb Distributors Inc., an established distributor of tobacco cigarettes for top global brands such as Marlboro, Newport, and Camel, entered into a distribution agreement with the company on October 6th to carry TAAT in its original, smooth, and menthol varieties among its tobacco cigarette offerings. Investment conclusion. Between additional operating capital and resources that can facilitate expedient growth, this financing builds upon momentum that the company has gained from its several key accomplishments that were secured over the course of this year. TAAT Lifestyle Wellness Limited offers a unique product that is highly needed around the world with transformative potential. Major financiers have already taken notice and are moving in. Investors who want to get the most out of this opportunity before it really erupts should make a move sooner rather than later. And full disclosure, this is a paid article produced by Stockhouse Publishing. Very interesting. And then there's a link to their website, taatusa.com. So this is the news today that came out. I thought I'd bring it to your attention because that's just kind of what I do. If you guys have any questions, I'd love to know what your questions are, and I'd love to be able to answer them right now. This is their website, taatusa.com. Congratulations to all investors who got into TAAT. It's been a huge winner for our community. A lot of investors have won as much as 6, some as much as 7 figures on TAAT. So congratulations to investors on TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness, a stock that we brought pre-IPO at 41 cents, today sitting at $2.75. And I believe this is a future $10 stock. I'm saying it now. I believe that TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness is a future $10 stock. What makes me believe that? The fact that they are unique. The fact that they are essentially in their own world. There is no competition for TAAT. Absolutely no competition for TAAT at this point. And that makes them unique. That makes them special. And because of that, I believe TAAT has a chance to be absolutely enormous. So if you are looking to get into a company that you think is transformative, I haven't seen another company anywhere in the world that I know of that is trying to disrupt big tobacco like this company is. It's pretty wild what they're doing. Clearly the stock has performed well. You can see the 6-month chart, and you can see how they've come up. I can take all of this off right here, right? And you can see how they've clearly come up, right? I can just put one simple trend. Even from here, as early as September 2nd, they were at 88 cents, right? So, and if you go deeper, obviously, and you go all the way to when they started, you can see that they actually started day one pre-IPO at 41 cents and then opened up at about 67 day one. It's kind of where they started. It was around 67 cents. And they've just exploded from there, and they're no longer a penny stock. They're now sitting comfortably at $2.75 and trading in this zone. They're trading in this zone. Now let's talk about more of their news, because they had more news. Okay. The company has appointed Kit Dietz to its board of advisors. Mr. Dietz was named Dean of the Industry in 2017 by the Convenience Distribution Association for his national level contributions to the distribution trade, as well as his performance as president and chairman of convenience, food, and tobacco distribution firms in the northern United States. Dietz was also on the board of directors of Lorillard, maker of Newport menthols, prior to its acquisition by a subsidiary of British American Tobacco. This is so big. So huge. Absolutely huge. And like every single hire just seems to be on point, right? It's just like one good hire after another good hire after another good hire. And that seems to be the trend. The trend is they just continue to make good hires. Yeah, I think there's a very good chance they will be bought out. I've spoken to TAAT management about this, and I think that's a very good question. And I think there's a very good chance they get bought. A very, very good chance that they get bought. But there's also a chance that they just continue to grow and continue to build their brand and continue to be a leader in essentially a sector that they're competing with nobody, because they're trying to create a cigarette that has no tobacco, no nicotine. There is no other cigarette I see in the market doing what they're doing. So from my perspective, they have a huge niche market. They're not trying to convert people into buying their cigarettes. They're trying to convert cigarette smokers into buying TAAT cigarettes so that they can get off of the very addictive tobacco and nicotine. So TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness, TAAT in Canada, TAAT, TOBAF in America, and 2TP2 in Frankfurt, Germany, is pleased to announce it has appointed Kit Dietz, an award-winning convenience and channel executive and consultant, tobacco industry expert. Wow. Just adding these pillars to the team. And a strategic advisor to a consumer packaged goods CPG firms to its board of advisors. Mr. Dietz has more than 3 decades of experience in the convenience wholesale industry, including top management roles with well-known convenience channel distributors in the northern United States. In the tobacco industry, Dietz also served on the board of directors of Newport cigarette maker Lorillard Inc., leading up to its USD 27.4 billion acquisition in June 2015. More recently, Mr. Dietz became president of InfoRhythm Inc., a business data analytics firm for retail and wholesale businesses and their respective supply chains, providing prescriptive data-driven insights to CPG companies, convenience distributors, and retailers. Based out of Northern Ohio, Mr. Dietz presently advises CPG companies and top management of distribution firms using his extensive knowledge of the convenience channel at a granular level. The company believes Mr. Dietz's renowned expertise in the convenience and tobacco categories in the region of TAAT's launch market could be instrumental in building competitive advantages as TAAT seeks to gain market share, and this is what I keep saying, in the USD 814 billion global tobacco industry. Guys, I've been talking about this since day one. Like, this is so big. TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness has a chance for all of us to be a part of something special. The company has developed Beyond Tobacco trademark, the base material for its flagship product, TAAT. Yes, and that's what, it just makes it so unique, so different. The company and this Beyond Tobacco trademark, this focus on removing tobacco and nicotine. Never seen anything like it. It reminds me of like the patch, right? And how big is the patch? And does the patch even work? This could be a game changer, folks. This can be a complete and utter game changer. Tammy says, I can't wait to try them. Yeah, a lot of people are asking. We're still waiting to be able to get you guys some samples, and we will, I promise you. Cindy says, TAAT can help a lot of people who want to quit smoking. I agree 100%. Shan says, thanks, Rich. You're the best. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much. If you have a question, let me know. I'm just going to keep going through the news here. To me, this news is massive. This is like massive strategic acquisitions here. TAAT has meticulously engineered its product to mimic the sensory attributes of the experience of smoking a tobacco cigarette, including a familiar product format, an enhanced volume of smoke. TAAT has meticulously engineered its product to mimic the sensory attributes of the experience of smoking a tobacco cigarette, including a familiar product format, an enhanced volume of smoke. So we just love TAAT. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. I just love everything about it. So let me just say that again. So TAAT has meticulously engineered its product to mimic the sensory attributes of the experience of smoking a tobacco cigarette, including a familiar product format, an enhanced volume of smoke. So you have even more smoke and a scent and taste similar to actual tobacco attained through a patent pending refinement technique. Nobody else has this in the world. I'm going to go back to where I broke it to you guys that ka-shing was involved in this in Horizon Ventures. I'm going to show you guys something. I broke this first. And I had a lot of people say to me, Li Ka-shing is not involved. Li Ka-shing's this, Li Ka-shing's that. I'm like, man, Li Ka-shing is involved, man. You want to see how much he's involved? He sure is involved. Trust me, folks. Li Ka-shing, one of the 30 richest men in the world, has invested in TAAT. So if one of the 30 richest men in the world has invested in TAAT, Li Ka-shing. Check this out. Let's put everything together. Horizons Ventures. Let's put it all together, folks, because this is what I do. And I got a lot of trouble because I was like, oh, you're saying that Li Ka-shing is invested into this company. Well, Li Ka-shing and Horizon Ventures. This is him. Li Ka-shing, Horizon Ventures, leads funding round in fake milk. Fake milk, eh? Li Ka-shing, Horizon Ventures. I thought they were talking about, for a second there, I thought these guys were talking about Else Nutrition, baby. But this one's called Milk Startup Perfect Day. Got to look into Perfect Day. Imagine that he was investing into baby. That would have been epic. But yeah, Li Ka-shing, one of the 30 richest men in the world, is involved in Horizon Ventures, okay? And let's take a look at this. This is Horizon Ventures, right? So now when you go over here and you go to team, I want to show you how crazy this is. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Tammy says, no, the patch doesn't work. Exactly. That's Li Ka-shing right there. But his name is nowhere to be found. Look, that's Li Ka-shing. Look, that's him. But his name is nowhere to be found. Look, Li Ka-shing. His name is nowhere to be found. But that's him. Look, that's him. That's him, right? And then let's go back to the photo. That's him. That's him. Same guy. That's Li Ka-shing. Look at the glasses. Look at the glasses. That's him. His name is nowhere to be found on this. See this? So when people are like, oh, how can you say Li Ka-shing is involved? Li Ka-shing is one of the 30 richest men in the world. His picture's right there. Like, he's behind Horizon Ventures clearly. He's one of the 30 richest men in the world. Look. You want to see? Look. The proof is right here, man. There it is. Is the 30th richest person in the world with an estimated net worth of $29.4 billion. So he's involved in a lot of businesses, and some of them he's more silent than others, but it doesn't mean he's not involved in those businesses. It doesn't even name Horizon Ventures in this. So, but it doesn't mean that he's not involved. I mean, that's his photo, right? And then in the article that I read to you guys from Stockhouse, it also mentions, oh, here it is, look. Li has also made a foray into the technology business, where his investment and venture capital firm, Horizon Ventures, is specifically allocated towards backing new internet and technology startups. There it is. There it is, Horizon Ventures. Horizon Ventures is a capital firm based in Hong Kong with a focus on disruptive, I would call TAAT disruptive, and technology-focused startups. It manages the private investments of Sir Li Ka-shing in the technology, media, and telecommunications sector, and now in the cigarettes, smoking and tobacco sector. Investments include, and then they go through Dollar Shave Club, DeepMind, and he's also made huge investments recently in Zoom. So this is the guy that just put in 5 million US in the company. This is the guy right here, Li Ka-shing. right? So I broke that news first, and then everyone, oh, how can you say that he's invested? He's not invested. Debbie Chang's invested. Debbie Chang is the person that Li Ka-shing put there. And I'm sure she's great at what she does, because I'm sure a smart billionaire is going to put the best people around him. But he's a billionaire, and he has people in place to do certain things. But clearly, he likes TAAT, and he put $5 million into TAAT at $1.30. And right now it's at $2.75. Now, I don't think Li Ka-shing got into this to double his money, because he could double his money right now. I believe Li Ka-shing is looking to make a multiple. So in my opinion, if I'm a billionaire worth 30 billion, I'm probably looking for this to go to at least $10. That's what I'm thinking. And then he's going to turn that 5 million into potentially as much as 50 million. That would be a nice win for Li Ka-shing, or for anybody, billionaire or not. So that's why I've been connecting all the dots, crossing all the T's, and trying to identify and understand all this news. This is a huge hire, guys. This is a massive hire right here, Mr. Dietz. Like huge, huge, huge hire. Okay. TAAT is an alternative to tobacco cigarettes for current tobacco smokers of legal age who aspire to leave nicotine behind. TAAT has meticulously engineered its product to mimic the sensory attributes of the experience of smoking a tobacco cigarette, including a familiar product format, an enhanced volume of smoke, and a scent and taste similar to actual tobacco attained through a patent-pending refinement technique. That's what makes them special. With 1.3 billion tobacco users worldwide, a massive number, TAAT's objective is to offer a novel alternative to tobacco cigarettes, which allows current smokers to keep their ritual while abandoning nicotine. Executive roles held by Mr. Dietz in the convenience and grocery industries include, so you can see some of his, I'm not going to go through all of it, but you can see some of his work that he's done. I mean, this is a man who's very, very successful. I'm not going to go through all of it. You guys can read it yourselves. So let's just read what the company wants to do with Mr. Dietz. The company intends to leverage Mr. Dietz's robust knowledge of convenience distribution and the tobacco industry in the northern United States to optimize TAAT's mid-Q4 2020 launch in the state of Ohio and work towards creating competitive advantages. The company's executive management has arranged for Mr. Dietz to provide a strategic advice regarding margins for TAAT in its launch market and to form best practices for scalability, meeting KPIs, and maintaining profitability in the course of TAAT's expansion into new markets. Mr. Dietz also intends to integrate big data, capabilities, and methodologies to capture insights about TAAT's performance, which can be used as a basis for making decisions that are conducive to creating wholesale distribution efficiencies. Now let's hear directly from Mr. Kit Dietz, who commented, "I'm excited to join TAAT's advisory board." That's good to hear. And this is just another powerhouse that they've added to the squad, which I love. As they launch their innovative product here in Ohio, where I have become very familiar with the convenience channel distribution landscape for tobacco category products. Those in the industry may recall my February 2016 presentation and the CDA's Convenience Distribution Marketplace event, where I presented infometrics data showing how other tobacco products, or OTP, were rapidly gaining market share. While OTP items such as cigars and smokeless tobacco have certainly seen growth, I believe TAAT and its Beyond Tobacco trademark-based material overcome a major challenge faced by tobacco smokers, which is that the smoking experience and nicotine intake are regarded as inseparable. As a smoker myself, having the option to keep the experience while eliminating nicotine is an attractive and novel concept. I am honored to provide my guidance to help TAAT build sustainable and profitable market share in Ohio, as well as other markets to which they may expand in the future. Wow. is going to be exciting. Super exciting. TAAT CEO Seti Coscarella commented, "We are excited for Kit Dietz to join TAAT as an advisor just in time for our mid Q4 2020 launch in Ohio." Seems to me like these guys are just like hitting every single button. Don't you guys agree? These guys seem to be hitting like every single button. With an advisor such as Mr. Dietz, who understands how convenience products such as tobacco are distributed in and near our launch market, I'm confident that we will be able to benefit from this market-specific experience to establish the right margins, the right partnerships, and the right analytic models to make calculated and informed business decisions as we contemplate possible expansions into new markets, one big hire after another. And I am obviously going to try to get Mr. Dietz on our show. Update regarding private placement announced October 9th, 2020 press release. Further to the previously announced non-brokered private placement for 6,750,000 Canadian or 5 million US worth of units of the company is pleased to announce that the offering has closed. Look at that. They sold all of it. Pursuant to the offering, the company sold an aggregate of 5,192,308 units, which means that the money is in the bank, folks. Each unit was issued at a price of $1.30. This is for Mr. Li Ka-shing and Horizon Ventures. That's the deal. The billionaire. There it is. Put 2 and 2 together, folks, and it does equal 4. It's true. That's it. And comprised of 1 common share of the company, each common share, and 1 common share purchase warrant. Each warrant is exercisable to acquire 1 common share of the company for a period of 12 months following the closing date at an exercise price of $2 Canadian per common share. The warrants are subject to an acceleration clause should the common shares have a closing price on the Canadian exchange or such other exchange on which the common shares may be traded at such time of $3 or greater per common share for a period of 5 consecutive trading days at any time that is 4 months and 1 day from the closing date, in which the event the company may notify warrant holders that the warrants must be exercised within a period of 30 days or they will expire. Now, the reason why companies do this is to put money in the bank, okay? So companies need their stocks to go up so they can raise money so that they can grow. This is what they do. And then when companies go up, they always raise money. I've seen it time and time and time again. And typically when they do raise money, stocks will go down. There will be some selling pressure. So as an investor, you need to be aware of that and you need to know the environment that you're in. You need to know the environment that you're in. This is Li Ka-shing, guys. So Horizon Ventures, there he is, Li Ka-shing, the man, the myth, the legend behind Horizon Ventures. And this news is big. So this news, and then there was another news. So there's been a lot of news with TAAT, but because they did raise some money at $1.30, there is some selling pressure. Investors that got in early, like 60 cents, or even early investors may be taking profits, and that's okay. You know, the reason why people invest is so that they can make money. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking profits along the way. And I believe that this is a story that will continue to evolve. I really do. Now let's take a look at this. On October 16th, another press release that stated under 1,000 hours to launch, first shipment of approximately 9,000 TAAT cartons to arrive in Ohio, November 27, 2020, an additional 12.5 tons of base material to be processed. This is the launch date. This will be arriving in Ohio, November 27th. So now we have an idea of when these are going to hit the shelves. Literally 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, TAAT will hit the shelves. Then we will start to see sales. We will literally start to see sales in 5 weeks, folks. How exciting is that? Am I the only one that's excited about that? Wow. So with approximately 3,600 pounds, 1,630 kilograms of Beyond Tobacco trademark base material currently being transported to its contract manufacturer, the company is pleased to announce that its first distribution ready shipment of approximately 9,000 finished 10-pack cartons of TAAT will be shipped to Ohio-based tobacco wholesalers warehouse for November 27, 2020. Wholesalers will be able to use this inventory to fill orders of TAAT placed by tobacco retailer accounts in the convenience channel as part of TAAT's launch. Following receipt of 18,491 pounds, 8,387 kilogram shipment of material, the company will have a total on-hand supply that can produce more than 60,000 cartons of TAAT, which are intended for sale at retail. It's pretty huge, guys. So this is the news. So I'm interested to know how much revenue that's going to generate. That'll be a question if I get a chance to speak to them. I would love to know what they say about that. These guys are just hitting it. These guys are just hitting this out of the park, guys. These guys are hitting this out of the park. Like, this is going to be so exciting when they actually get sales. My goodness. So let's see what TAAT CEO Seti Coscarella commented on the news. Because our objective is to align TAAT with incumbent products in the tobacco category, a key component of our launch strategy is cutting no corners when it comes to inventory levels. As a product that is meant to be purchased on a regular basis by current smokers of legal age, unavailability of TAAT at any given point of sale can negatively impact our brand's perception and prevent repeat purchases. I agree 100%. So smart. These guys are hitting every point. I love it. Tobacco distributors in any market create their value by ensuring orders from stores in their network get filled. But that means it's on us to provide a consistent supply of our product to these distributors. Today is my 77th day of TAAT CEO, and I believe I have wasted no time at all in planning and establishing a supply chain that enables us to produce Beyond Tobacco trademark and TAAT in a timely, cost-effective, and scalable manner. We now have a reasonable supply of material that we can be moved along our supply chain to produce finished inventory, allowing us to maintain a sufficient pipeline of product in line with anticipated reorder patterns. It is very fulfilling for us to be this close to bringing TAAT to the retail market. 5 weeks, guys. 5 weeks. So that current smokers of legal age in Ohio can have access to our product and be empowered by the choice we can give them to be able to keep the experience of smoking while leaving nicotine behind. Massive. TAAT founder Joe Deegan commented, "In my previous business, I was always very clear that the ability to run an efficient and reliable supply chain is a major factor that can affect your ability to operate profitability. Whether they may consist of ensuring that your distributors always have the inventory they need, or keeping an eye on the little expenses that can add up and affect your margins, knowing and mastering your supply chain is nearly as important as the actual product itself. In the past few months, we've built a rock-solid infrastructure of procuring biomass, processing it to make Beyond Tobacco trademark, transporting it to the manufacturer, producing and packaging TAAT, and shipping it to our distributors, who would then bring it to stores to put on the shelves. Now that we are within 6 weeks of our initial TAAT inventory arriving in Ohio, the time has begun to make sure we have everything we need to make our supply chain a well-oiled machine, which includes several tons of biomass to produce Beyond Tobacco trademark. We estimate we can make more than 600,000 packs. There it is. 600,000 packs of TAAT based on the supply of raw material we will have as of Monday. Accordingly, I believe it is safe to say we are no longer in the test phase as we begin to produce a large quality of inventory to distribute in our launch market. Wow. So exciting. So you guys are doing the math here. Hey, thank you guys for doing the math for me. Vito says buying more tomorrow. Vito says, I'm a believer, 200 shares and I'm all in. Hey, I hope you guys all win big. Francesco says, do you think this product will have trouble gaining repeat buyers since no nicotine? Well, we'll see. I think that remains to be seen. Like, we'll see. They've tested it and apparently they were getting repeat business. So we'll see, time will tell. I don't know until it actually happens. But based on what has been tested, the test results have been very positive. So from that perspective, it's been very positive. So very soon you'll be able to just shop right online. And guys, this is such an early stage company. I mean, this just launched in June. You guys want to see a quick video?
We are going to take on one of the largest industries in the world. This is almost a $1 trillion global industry that is ripe for change. Smoking is harmful. There's no benefit to smoking, but it is addictive, and people continue to do it because it is addictive.
I built my first company in 2012. It was an e-liquid manufacturing company. This led me on a journey to create the market's first hemp cigarette. What really makes this product different is that it's powerfully allowing a cigarette smoker to replace an identical habit to smoke a cigarette that has an identical weight, that burns identically. It mimics the taste of a cigarette, but it does not have tobacco and it does not have nicotine.
This product allows you to get away from something that makes you sick. This is going to truly change the world. I was very intrigued about being able to do something that was so innovative and so different and had so much potential to not only be successful financially, but also to improve people's lives.
During this experience of being in the counterculture industry and private labeling for other CBD companies, as far back as 2014, the development of this new product, it was the market's first hemp cigarette. And the response was overwhelming. And it really just deepened my passion even further to innovate and evolve on the product and create something that has never existed before.
Our target market is essentially anybody who smokes or vapes on a global scale. We are going to come in and create an opportunity for people to better their lives by consuming our product. It's an easy message to present. It's an easy message for people to understand. We're in the final stages of testing this product, and we'll be going to market this fall. We're launching in the United States in the fall of 2020, and we will have a production capacity of approximately 1 million sticks a day, which is about 4,800 cartons. It's something that's going to truly allow us to expand this business globally very quickly.
I sincerely mean this perfectly every single time, to have the same consistent experience for our customers today that they'll have a year from now. So it's a very detailed 20-step process that we implement here to handle a very complicated plant and turn it into a sensation for our customers that tastes just like a real tobacco cigarette.
So I'm just really impressed. It seems like every move these guys make is a home run. Seems like everyone's talking about them. They're everywhere. Everyone's talking about TAAT now. And it's exciting. It's exciting to see this company evolve, right? It's very exciting to see this company evolve, and it's just getting started, a better for you alternative to tobacco. So I just wanted to go live and talk to you guys about it. I think that this is a company that everyone needs to keep on the radar very, 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 very closely. At any point in time with any news, we could see something big happen. And the way it's consolidating, it's positioning itself to make a run. So it's either going to make a run up or it's going to make a run down. Either way, we'll be watching carefully. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We brought you TAAT first, pre-IPO, 41 cents. Today at today at 275. I believe this is a $5 stock, and I believe this will eventually be a $10 stock. So even from here, I believe there's a lot of upside. Could we go lower? Absolutely. Could we go higher? Absolutely. The stock itself is trying to find a floor for a company that yet has no sales. I believe that's already baked into the price. Market makers know what they're doing. They're trying to find the price and the level for the stock. As the company starts to generate sales, then that will be the next catalyst, which we're 5 weeks away, to really start moving this north, in my opinion. There may be some other hires, there may be some big news in between now and then, but the next big catalyst, in my opinion, is revenue. People want to see revenue, and once they get revenue, then we're going to get a chance to see the margins, the return on investment, and how everything's going to flow. And I think the market will then be able to kind of try to look into the future, what TAAT could become. And then we could see the price really continue to move forward. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, please smash the like button, comment down below, share this video everywhere. I'd love to know your opinion on TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness. Do you like this stock? Are you buying this stock? Do you think that this stock goes higher? Do you think the stock goes lower? I'd love to know your opinion. I've been following them and talking about them with our entire community pre-IPO when it was at 41 cents. Opened up day one at 67, and today sits at 275. Congratulations to all the winners on TAAT, but I don't believe that this is a story that's at the finish line. I still believe, based on the fact that they don't even have sales yet, and they're 5 weeks away from their first sales, that this is literally in the first inning of a 9-inning baseball game. So we got a long way to go. Get your popcorn ready. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. TAAT Lifestyle and Wellness, big winner for our community. I think it continues to win for our community because you got billionaires like ka-shing, Horizon Ventures involved, and now you've got even more management involved. They're just getting ready to get rolling. So anytime it dips, in my opinion, it's a buying opportunity. And then if it rips and you're in profit, nothing wrong with taking profit. And then if it dips again, nothing wrong with positioning yourself again. And then if it rips again, nothing wrong with taking profit. That's the way we trade. And that's why we win here on Rich TV Live. Thank you guys. It's your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace. Look at that. Look at that chart. It's a little up, would you say? It's a little up. It's a little up.